What's up YouTube, NCG here, bringing you a crawler deck profile. Now this was obviously our second most highest voted for deck on our box opening, so I'm going to bring you a crawler deck profile. So without further ado, let's get started. So we start off with two World Legacy World Armors. Now, this card is, when a monster is flip summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one World Legacy card from your deck to your hand, which you run a couple of traps. If this normal summoned or set card is on the field, quick effect, you can target one face-up opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Return both that monster and this card from the hand. You can only use each effect once per turn, so it's a nice little compulse on summon, basically. We then play Triple Crawler Receptor. This is a flip and add a crawler monster from your deck to your hand, and then all the crawlers share the same effect. If this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon two crawler monsters with different names from your deck in face-down defense position except itself. Triple Crawler Ravener. This is a flip and target up to two crawler monsters in your graveyard and add them to your hand, and exactly the same effect as the Receptor as well in its second effect. Crawler Glow. Flip, you can special summon one crawler monster from your hand or graveyard in face-up attack position or face-down defense position except itself, and then again its second effect is the same. Triple Crawler Spine. Flip, you can target one monster on the field, destroy that monster if this face-up card, and then exactly the same effect. Triple Crawler Axon. Flip, you can target one spell trap card on the field and destroy it. Same as second effect as well. And Triple Crawler Dendrite. You can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard, so here's your Foolish Burial, and again, second effect the exact same. The other monsters we play that aren't crawlers is the one Maxi, because this is one of the very few decks that Maxi's has multiple uses. Not only is it decent hand trap to get your draws, but it can also be used because it is an Insect Earth level 2, so it can be used as your rank, your XYZ material. It can be used as link material. It can also be used as synchro material. It's absolutely quite more interesting in this deck than it is in most of the other decks. And then we finish it off with the one Glut Bowl because we run that beast, and you can run that beast in this deck and make it quite easily. Not to mention we have our own, we have three Foolish Burials. So that's it for the monster lineup. Now onto the spells. We play Triple World Legacy in Shadows. This field spell is really cool. All crawler monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can special summon one level 2 or lower insect monster from your hand in face-up or face-down defense position. When your flip summon monster is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, you can send that opponent's monster to the graveyard. We play two Terraformers to search this out. We play two Scapegoat. Now, the reason we don't play three is because what you've got to remember is if you do get the effect off of the crawler to special summon two more crawlers, then your Scapegoats are then dead. But basically, it's more for first turn protection where you set one and then activate Scapegoat to fill up your board a little bit more. And then obviously you've got link material as well for the next turn. Double Twin Twister, because we have discard follow, we can revive from grave and stuff like that. And then if you do open up a Glut Bulb, you've got more ways of getting into the grave. 1-for-1 for your Glut Bulb play, and the one Raigeki for board wipes. For our traps, we play Triple World Legacy Pawns. This is a really important card. You can target one face-down monster you control, change it to face-up attack position or defense position. You can shuffle one crawler monster from your graveyard into the main deck, then target one face-up monster you control, change it to face-down defense position. You can only use one Legacy Pawn effect per turn, and only once that turn. We then play one Metaverse. Because our field spell is quite important during our opponent's turn because of the destruction and then send, our opponent might target our field spell to kind of clear that off so they don't have that worry or danger, so Metaverse can then turn the tide back on them. The one Solemn Warning for games. Torrential Tribute, because not many people are expecting it at this moment, and it can be a really powerful trap card. And the exact same with Storming Mirror Force. Now, obviously, it's up to you. You can take out the Torrential or the Metaverse if you want to and bounce up the Storming Mirror Force. But old-style traps like these, not many people are expecting as much. Obviously, there's reasons why people don't play them, and we completely understand that. But sometimes they can actually catch your opponent off guard and can actually win you a game. So, yeah, that's what we play for the trap lineup. Now onto the extra deck, we play Double X Crawler, Qualiarch. Two crawler monsters. If this face-up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, while its owner controls it, you can target two crawler monsters with different names in your graveyard to special summon them in face-down defense position. Apply these effects based on the number of crawler monsters you control. Two or more all monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. 4 or more your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated during the battle phase, and 6 or more your monsters can attack directly. 2 X Crawler Synthesis, 2 Earth monsters, so it's a bit more generic. Crawler monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle, gain 300 attack and defense, and can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. If this face-up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, while its owner controls it, you can target 2 corner monsters with different names in your graveyard to special summon them in face-down defense position. X Crawler Nigrus, 2 insect monsters, again a little bit more generic. Crawler monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle, they gain 300 attack and defense, and if they battle your opponent's monsters, any battle damage they inflict to your opponent is doubled. If this face-up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, while you control it, you can target 2 crawler monsters, different names in your graveyard, and special summon them in face-down defense position. And then we played double Subterra Behemoth Fiendess. Now the worst thing is, this is better in this deck than it is in the Subterra deck. What a shame. 2 flip monsters, gains attack equal to the combined original level of Subterra monsters used for the link summon, doesn't really matter. During your main phase, you can send 1 flip monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 monster from your hand in face-down defense position to the zone this card points to. You can only use this effect of Subterra Behemoth Fiendess once per turn. Once per turn, if a monster this card points to is flipped face up, add 1 flip monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. We then play the 1 Akeshic Magician, because they're all insect types, they're all earth as well. So you've got easy way of making it, and I really like this card. The 1 Mrs. Radiant, because they're all earth. The 1 Proxy Dragon for that bit more protection. Then Ingrusu, because you can pump out link monsters really easy, and Ingrusu is a nice little removal, spot removal. The 1 Firewall, because you can easily get this linked up with your crawler links, so he's always going to have at least 1, if not 2 mutual links that you can bounce with. The 1 Nat Beast for the Glow Up Bowl play, and the 1 Sky Cavalry Centuria to get rid of to bounce any troubling monsters. And it's a very nice rank 2. You can play any rank 2 you really like or prefer in your deck. So that is it for the Crawler deck profile. Very straightforward, very easy, and incredibly cheap to build. You don't have to play Firewall, you don't have to play Ningrusu. You can actually play pretty much any kind of link monsters you want in this deck. You can even up all the crawlers to 3 and play it as pure as you like. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time guys, see ya.